It's the Lowdown. It's all brought to you by Pickdawgz.com. Appreciate you guys checking this out. Please click the like and subscribe button. That'll let you know. That'll help us out. And if you click the notification button, it'll let you know anytime one of these gets posted. Busy day today. I got a lot of recordings to do for this weekend. It's been a good week so far. I don't think the NBA's been as kind to me as I'd like to start. Losing the double overtime game with the Rockets as I had the under. And last night or the day before, I had the Knicks as my top play. So I hit that. I had the Mavericks under, and I even said I thought the Spurs were a live dog, and Wemby just went off. And what else? I had the Bulls over, and the more and more, I still don't know how that damn game didn't go over. It finished under by about, 6 or 7 points, depending on where you got the line. Poor three-point shooting, and I went and looked at tons of blocks and steals. You may say blocks. Well, blocks can easily turn into essentially a turnover, but it's weird. We were talking about how statistics work. You get a block and you get the ball, that counts as a block and a rebound. If you're going up for a shot, let's say you have it here, you gather the basketball and someone hits it down, that's a block. It's not a steal. And it's weird because and the only reason I get into this stuff is because I play daily fantasy, and when FanDuel went to the 3 points for steals and blocks, it changed the dynamic of what was important. And those are hard things to judge. Hard things, like you see guys have incredible games. And, if you think about it, if Wemby got 10 blocks, and that's happened before, that's 30 fantasy points, regardless of whatever else you did. So a lot of that, I look at these things and how statistics are figured out. We were getting into what's a catch and what's not a catch with TJ Hawkinson. But anyway, as I was talking about yesterday, I have the Concrete Inner Circle. Things have been going great on there. Hopefully you guys will come check it out and see what it's all about. But rated system, and we've had winning day after winning day. I've had losing days, don't get me wrong. Actually, I had 2 losing days back to back. But one of the losing days was actually a break-even day because I hit my top play and missed the other ones. But this Sunday was the worst Sunday I've had in NFL this year. And I'm still hitting it 59%. So yeah, there was a lot to like about that. So if you guys want to check out, text Inner Circle to that number, and you can find out more about it, what it entails, the pricing of it, all that. But I do appreciate you guys checking this out regardless. I try to give out some free plays here and go through a bunch of stuff. So let me get into this. Again, this is going to be another short one as I'm trying to get everything done and get all these recordings in. It's just, there's so much going on. And as I said yesterday, I threw about $1,200 worth of food out of my freezer that had thawed out, and that fish was starting to stank. Anyway, let's jump into the games here, and I just want to go over what I'm seeing. An NBA game, 2 college games, and MLB, the World Series. So let's start it off. Wolves at the Lakers. Wolves are -1, 218.5. With this game, we watched the Lakers play on opening night. Wolves looked decent last night. I think the under is very live here, but I do like the Lakers at home. The Minnesota Timberwolves, even though they have athletic pieces, they've never really, nobody's been able to stop Luka, and skinny Luka's just going to go off. But I don't know how much help he's getting from his team. I still like the Lakers in this spot. Being at home, they're not going to lose every damn home game. Wolves are decent, but this Lakers team's not going to be horrible even without LeBron. The Warriors did make them look kind of foolish, but I'm taking the Lakers. And again, I think that's probably going to be another freemium. Let's move on to college football. And again, this one's going to be under 10 minutes, guys, so I'm so sorry. This is just such a crazy day for me. And I have a fundraising thing I'm supposed to go to tonight, and I don't even know if I'm going to make that. Cal at Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's -5. 50.5 is the total. And I love these spots. Again, this is Virginia Tech's game. They're not a great team. Neither is Cal. But coming all the way to the East Coast to play a game like this in the environment that Virginia Tech can be. Yes, the Metallica will be playing. Everybody's going to be going nuts. I think VOD Tech is definitely the right side. I don't have a feel for the total or anything like that, but I definitely think VOD Tech's winning by more than a touchdown in this game. I'll give you that as my lean as well, even though I still think that's going to be a play. So we have 4 games to talk about, guys, and if I'm going to bet these games, I don't want to give you something I'm not. Now, I am going to keep my baseball side to myself when we get there, and I'm going to tell you what I like for the total in the baseball game as my free play. Full disclosure, I did not bet this free play because I don't want to bet the side in total of the World Series and be rooting for one thing to happen and end up splitting. It's just, I don't like doing it. I like knowing what I have to root for. That's why when I'm putting together parlays, everything correlates. It just got to make sense for me, even if it ends up not working out. But I do think Virginia Tech's the right side of this. Boise State's at Nevada. Boise State's favored by 21.5. I hate games with spreads like this where it's 3 touchdowns plus on the road. You clearly know who the better team is. We just don't have any idea what's going to happen in this game. Is Nevada going to show up and all of a sudden play well because you get your nationally televised game, a team you're familiar with? And I don't think Boise State's as good as we thought they were going to be. So I just think it's a spot where I'm going to look at the under here because when I look at these two teams, I do think Nevada can have issues scoring at times. Boise State, we look at a run-first offense and what they're capable of doing. I think we're going to, with the 51 total, I would gladly take the under here as opposed to taking a side in this matchup either way. Do I hate those large numbers on the road. I mean, I hate large numbers at home, but I mean, college is a little bit different than the NFL, but this is just one of those matchups. And we get to game 1 of the World Series. I will have some prop bets and things out. I already put my World Series play up. The Dodgers roughly minus anywhere from 130 to 140. It's 7.5 is the total. How do you feel? How do you feel coming in this? Because the Dodgers are an absolute juggernaut. Can this Blue Jays team stay with them? Can they keep it close? Is there enough pitching? We know the Dodgers are going to trot out 4 number ones. I mean, that's just how it is. And also on that team, they had 4 to 5 closers. I don't know how many are left right now. But it's just a loaded roster. And it doesn't matter lefty, righty, and they have arguably the best player in the history of the game in Shohei Ohtani. So here we look at this. Everybody looks at these two teams, and you're going to think runs. But we saw this against the Brewers. We saw this with the Blue Jays and the Mariners. A lot of those games going under the total. And you've seen me. I've been hammering a lot of unders and trying to pick my spots on the right overs because I think that's the way to go in this series. I think the under is the right side, but I feel like I have a better side on my premium play in who I think is going to win this game and where the value is. So appreciate you guys watching this. I'm sorry this one's a lot shorter than what I wanted to make it be. I promised tomorrow was going to be longer. I have a lot to go over. Just looking at it, Saturday and Sunday, I wrote down all my plays here on my paper. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plays that I love today, and I'm still handicapping other games, and all 8 of these plays are going to be plays for me that are up on Saturday. Same thing with Sunday. I have my best bet, the play I love the most this week, and there are 5 other plays that I love, but there are 7 that I'm going to have up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 that I'm going to have up for Sunday, and that doesn't even include whatever baseball, basketball stuff is going on. So I will have those things up. I did put up a ton of plays for Thursday. And it's been cool. I've been seeing people buy the 3-day pass when they see I have a lot of plays up, week-long passes. I mean, those are obviously the best bang for your buck in getting everything. If you're looking at buying picks, you can read and see singularly what you like. And that's why I like that concrete inner circle. It's just, you get to see how I rate these games. And let's say I like a game at 10 units. Or I love a game at 10 units, and I like another game at 3 and another one at 3, and I go 1 and 2, I'm still up 4 units if I hit the 10. And I try to have, I like to have good winning percentages in all sports because it means I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But there is also something to be said about winning money when you have a questionable day because your big plays hit. Like the things that you really love, I feel like those are the ones that should be the biggest things, and you want those to hit more than anything. That's why, even when I have a winning day and my best bet misses, I'm still pissed. My ass is still chapped. So yeah, it's frustrating. But I will come back, talk about 4 or 5 college games tomorrow for Saturday. We'll do the same thing for Sunday. When the games go to LA in the World Series, I'll try to post the results of the weather algorithm. And I think I'm going to continue doing some of the stuff with the algorithm that I have and the player props, and just pick out some of the top guys and tell you what my algorithm's spitting out, what it says they're going to do. Like for Thursday night, I like the under in the Vikings game. I had 3 NHL plays I loved. I loved the Lightning over, the under in the Kings game, and the under in the Carolina game. The college football game, I liked it. It wasn't one that I loved, so I didn't put it in either one of my triple plays. And I also had, I liked both NBA games. And I went back on, what was it? It would have been Thursday's podcast or Wednesday's podcast for Thursday, because I talked about liking the Pacers in that matchup. And then I started handicapping later. And the more and more I looked at it, I'm going, I don't see that. I don't I totally flipped, and I was on the Thunder. So I tried to come back and let everybody know, because once I started looking at the matchup, I'm going, man, Indiana's missing more than I thought, and I don't know if the talent's enough there, and I think SGA just goes off. So, but definitely check out the premium plays, guys. Lots of great handicappers over there. You can pair us up. Check out what we have going on. You can see the leaderboard. I'm up on the NHL board. I'm trying to get back on that college football board, but I had an early week that just sunk me. Having a good week this week so far, 3-0 in college football. But appreciate you guys watching this. I got to run more stuff to record, so you'll see me wearing the same damn outfit in a lot of videos. But I do thank you guys, and I hope you win some cash.